Hi, my name's Andy. Welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm going to be talking about what tools you will need when you're out on a folding bike tour. And I'm talking about just the basics. So if you're anything like me, you want to save a bit of money and you just want to take exactly what you need. So without further ado, let's get started with my number one tool that you will need on your folding bike tour. So the first tool that I always reach for when I'm out and riding my bike is a bike pump. So this bike pump here is just a small one. I find that these are pretty good because they're really compact and you can easily just throw it in your backpack or lash it onto your bike using some inner tube. So that's usually what I do. Whenever I'm out on my bike, I have the bike pump here, just on the carrier. And that makes it really easy if I get a flat tire or a slow leak to just pump up the tire. So along with the bike pump, the other tool that I find most useful is this adjustable spanner. So usually in my toolkit I carry a smaller adjustable spanner than this, but this is really useful for taking the wheel off the bike when you need to change the tire. So you just adjust it to the right size, pop it on the nut there, and then you can easily remove the wheel. So this tool is also useful for adjusting other bits and pieces on the bike, like these bolts that tune the brakes, changing brake pads, or various other things that need to be removed by using a tool that can undo a bolt. So along with those two tools, the other thing that I carry is a puncture repair kit. Now punctures are probably the most likely troubleshooting scenario you're going to have when you're out there riding. So in my puncture repair kit I carry these tire levers. So the way these work is they're just plastic, they're very light and small, and when you get a puncture and you need to remove the tire from the rim, you use this tool to lever the tire off the rim so that you can remove the tube. The way you do that is you lever it with one and lever it with the second one all the way around the rim until you remove the tire. Now once you have the tire off, you can get the tube out and start your puncture repair, and that's when this kit comes into play. This is just a puncture repair kit. It's about $2, and in this kit you've got patches and this kind of cement. So when you get a puncture, you put the cement on the hole in the tube after you have located it, of course, and then you place one of these patches over top. And then you put the tube back in the tire back on the rim, pump it up, and you're good to go. So the other tools that I find useful to carry in my toolkit on the road are these screwdrivers. Now again guys, I usually don't carry these big screwdrivers like that. I usually carry smaller ones, probably about this size. But for the purposes of this video, I'm just showing you can carry one of these Phillips screwdrivers and one of these flathead screwdrivers. Now these are useful for all types of things on the bike. As you can see, with a bike like this, you have various bolts that you can undo with the screws, screwdriver, Phillips head, and also with the flathead screwdriver there. So here's a bit of a hack. If you don't actually have tire levers to lever the tire off the rim, you can use these screwdrivers. to lever off the tire to change your, to repair your puncture. But you do have to be a little careful because they're a bit sharper and you don't want to put a hole in the tire tube while you're fixing your puncture. So the other tool that I carry on a cycle trip or on a cycle tour is Allen keys. Now if you've got a mountain bike or a newer style bicycle, you might find that you have more bolts that you can service with these Allen keys. They're basically a little hexagonal wrench. Now I'll show you on this bike that we do have an Allen key here for the carrier. So it works the same way as a bolt. You can tighten it with this, and for that reason I'll carry a set of these, or usually I'll just carry one or two of these keys that fit various things on the bicycle. So basically guys, that's it. That's my toolkit. You can see here there's only a few things there that'll easily fit in your backpack if you're going on a long ride and you're going off the road for quite some time. I would recommend that you carry at least those tools as a bare minimum. But you might have just bought yourself a nice folding bike and you're wondering, what else do I need? Well, I would recommend that you carry a lock, especially if you're going anywhere around cities and places that you're going to go shopping and you want to lock your bike to something. Carry a big lock like this. You don't have to carry something so heavy and big. This is actually a motorcycle lock, but it will save you from the potential thief out there that might want to steal your nice new bike. Now, if you happen to be cycling in a country that doesn't have dedicated cycleways, for instance, the United Kingdom, America, Australia, New Zealand, then you might be sharing the road with cars. Now in that case, I would suggest that you take a bike helmet, such as this, to protect your navigation system while on the road. You don't have to carry one of these if you happen to be somewhere where they have nice dedicated cycleways like the Netherlands, Belgium or France. But anywhere else, if you're around cars, they might not see you, you don't want to get knocked over. It's probably a pretty useful tool to have. So there you go guys, that's my toolkit for traveling on a folding bike. Now if you don't have a bike yet and you're thinking about buying a folding bike, I'll put a couple of links below in the description so you can find some folding bikes that you can buy right now. I'll also put a few links down there for the toolkits and various bits and pieces that you might need. So thanks a lot for watching my channel. I really appreciate all the subscribers, and I'll see you in the next video.